I think he's getting 58, 59, dude. Right? I know. It's wild. I don't think personally he, I wouldn't say deserves it, but needs that money. But this is what the market's set at, right? You and I talked about it with Brandon Ayuk a few months ago. We're a run first football team. He didn't deserve $30 million, but that's what the market dictated that what he needed to be paid. So I don't know. I just get your thoughts on that.
Hold
I know
on,
you're
Seth.
an advocate.
Let's try to talk this one through for a second.
Yeah,
with Ayuk, the market dictated that he'd be paid that because the Niners were like, we don't want to pay you. You can find a trade. He's like, all right, there's 4 teams that want to pay me $30 million a year. I don't know that there's a team that wants to pay Brock Purdy $58 million a year. I think the Niners are kind of negotiating against themselves, and they like him and don't want to alienate him. So that's why I feel like they're probably going to go to like 53, which to me still feels like you lost and you gave in. But 58, man, like, oh wow, if they give him more than Trevor Lawrence is getting, when they know, because if they were both free agents right now, Trevor Lawrence get more money than Brock Purdy. I don't care what their resume is.
Yeah,
it's the facts of life.
So I think you're right. And if you're Brock Purdy, and you hear me out for a second, if you go to the table, you say, I am better than Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. Ideally, if we're being honest, he deserves, or what this market is dictated to be set at, is 61, right? As crazy as it sounds. If you're his
could not come back as the Niners and be like, yeah, but that's a bad contract, and the market has changed since then. Josh Allen got $55 million a year. Are you saying you're better than Josh Allen?
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think what, no, absolutely not.
Okay.
But I think where this is a little different with Brock, and he's never been paid. So this is a whole new territory that I think
he's going to say it's back pay.
What's that?
He's going to say it's back pay.
Oh, that's what we dealt with. I think I told you through US Foods, we negotiated for a month without a contract. They had a back pay. Anyways, we're getting off topic there with the back pay. But no, dude, at the end of the day, if you're Brock, you say, I am worth 60. And it sucks because if you're the Niners, you have to play that fine balance, right? To your point. Once he's paid, this team does get dissembled. It already has been dissembled. Is he going to win without all of his weapons? We've seen it. Probably not. He'll throw for 400 yards against Detroit, but he'll throw 4 picks. I don't think it was 4 picks, but you know what I mean. I hope it's a soft landing spot, 52-53, to your point. But I don't think it's going to be, dude. And if you're Brock, I don't think you should. Why settle for anything less than you think that you're worth?
To me, the best thing that could happen to the Niners is that Brock holds out for $60 million a year. They don't pay him and they move on. Like, that's the best thing. To me, some team needs to actually have the courage to not pay a good quarterback great money. Like, don't do it.
And we're also going against the grain, to your point. We've shown we cannot do this yet. Go against the grain, not pay Brandon Ayuk $30 million. We want to talk about Kittle. I'm telling you, Grant, and I love him to death. I would have let him walk. I would have drafted Tyler Warren. I would have said, forget it, and moved on. As pains as it much to say that in my life, right now being the biggest Niner fan you've ever seen in your life, that's the truth. We had to get younger, right? Anyways, but I agree with you.
We don't want to be the Warriors. The Warriors are running out of gas right in front of our eyes. They held that team together a little too long. And now what are they going to do? The Niners haven't even won a Super Bowl, and they're trying to hold this group together. Like, Prize Picks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. Prize Picks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing Prize Picks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a Prize Picks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play Prize Picks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
And they just paid Jimmy Butler $100 and something million at 35 years old. So that doesn't even matter. To your point, that doesn't even. That's where I hope the Niners take it seriously and realize this is a different time. But until they do that, it's hard for me to believe it. That's why. And if you're Brock Purdy, quite frankly, it's hard to believe that. Well, this is the direction that we're going, Brock. You're going to mess around. To your point, we talked about it a while ago. You're going to mess around with the most important position in professional sports. You're going to draw a hard line now, right now. That makes no sense to me, dude.
Yeah, after just caving 10 times in a row with every other player.
Yep.
Fullback.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Oh, don't, Grant. You trying to troll me on that? Yeah, you were trying to. We don't got time for all that, right? No, dude. But at the end of the day, you're right. I hope it's a soft landing spot between 52, 53. But I think if Brock, you're just looking at it going, I am that dude. Why should I settle for that?
And you're the team that gives in and loses negotiations. So why should I do you a favor?
Yeah, no, dude. Listen,
if he takes this to the end of July, who's more likely to cave, him or the Niners?
Oh, absolutely. Look, listen, Brock Purdy, you're saying again, kind of like the BA situation. I'm showing good faith. I'm here. You know what's going to be real, a telltale sign, and maybe you're right, and I'm real curious, right? And I would assume it'd be the BA situation. Come that mandatory minicamp, I believe it's in the middle of June, right? What does Brock do? I ain't playing on 11 on 11. Give me my money, right? Let's throw Mac Jones in there. And, hey, I like the signing, by the way. No hate, but he's not Brock Purdy, dude. He can't move like Purdy. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got Curtis Rourke, who's recovering from a torn ACL. Maybe Tanner will be the one who really hurts himself.
Get him in there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. Yeah, no, dude. I don't know, dude. This team is – you know, and I didn't talk about, you know, I don't know if you talked about the schedule at all, but this is a soft landing spot for them this year. Yep. The schedule's not very, we're not very good either, I don't think, but the schedule doesn't it sets up for us to be successful, right?
Yeah.
So in a time where there's so much heat on Kyle and John, we go, 4-5 games above 500, I don't know, 11-5, and then they're like, oh, we're back, baby. It's like, no, we're not. Relax. No, we're not. Right? And then they extend it for another 5 years apiece. That's probably what's going to happen.
It's like it's like two different teams. You have Robert Saleh's defense, which just did a full rebuild and is completely like just young players. Then you have Kyle's offense, which is holding on to the same players that they've had for 8 years. And it's
dude, you said it best. And it's funny because we saw Jed York tweet it. This was Robert Saleh's football team. This was not Kyle Shanahan's football team.
Felt like it.
100%. And you know how it was, Grant. He said, if I'm coming back, it's under my condition, my terms. We're going to do it my way. And I guarantee you, they were locked in that room with him and Kyle and said, we got to talk this thing out, dude. Because it's not – this is my football team in this draft. This is what we're going to do. You're going to go by what I have to say. So there is some shift, and I'm calling it right now. If this season goes haywire or whatever, Robert Saleh will be the new head coach of this football team. I think some backstories behind that channel, right? I'm going to come back here. Kyle may or may not survive, but I am the next head coach of this football team. We'll see.
His defensive coordinator's already here. It's Gus Bradley.
Yep.
His offensive coordinator's already here. It's the little Kubiak.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it feels like Kyle and Saleh are like co-head coaches right now. Mm-hmm. With Saleh having like the leg up because he didn't freaking go 6-11 last year.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
I mean, it's like Jed was so happy to have Saleh's back. It's like, okay, great. Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals factor in the flavor with none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/Cohn50off. And use code COHN50OFF to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's COHN50OFF at factormeals.com/Cohn50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
So has he ever said that? Like, here comes Kyle? Like,
never. And he didn't do it this year.
So what's up, bro? What does that tell you? That it might be time for Robert to take over this football team.
I don't know what the hot seat looks like, but it might look something like that.
God, dude. Hey, by the way, too, I know you got to go, but has he not aged, bro? I know. Listen, I know, dog. Like look, this is great. But anyways, bro, it's rough on me.
It looks like it's been 20 years, but it's been 9.
100%. My wife is like, that's Kyle Shanahan. What are we doing? I'm like, yep. So, anyways, dude, we'll find out, bro. We're gonna see where this whole thing lands, and it's gonna get real interesting because Brock has in my opinion, Brock has 90% of the leverage here. I am truly, and I love what the Niners did with the draft. The Alfred Collins pick, I don't know who the hell that is. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna be honest.
The Niners are so scared not to pay Brock Purdy. They're scared.
Yeah, which is weird to me. Like, bro, to me, and again, I love the get tough now stance, but that should have been with CMC, Trent Williams. You know, as you would say, let's lay the foundational pieces first in order to tell Brock, this is what we're going to do to you.
This is how we do business.
Yeah, no, we're just going to do it.
You can't tell Brock, hey, Brock, this is how we do business. It's like, no, what are you talking about? We've seen you 8 in a row. Hey, well, we've never paid $50 million a year for a player before. Well, get with the times.
Yeah, that's my point, dude. And like, if you're not him, you say you're better than Tua. Tua makes, I think, 53.1.
53.1. Hey, that's why I feel like Brock's going to get 53.2.
Yeah, by the way, too, that Diana Rossini report, we find that absolutely hilarious that they were far apart. And then 2 days later, he signed this massive extension.
Yeah.
She just talked the other day, bro, about how we think they're closer. You know, the people around the league think the Niners are Brock Purdy. But these things are going to go another 3 months. Yeah. Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's going to be like July 25th at the absolute earliest.
I think so, dude. And I mean, listen, I could see Brock saying, and I don't know, he doesn't seem like he's just petty to me, and I doubt he doesn't, but does he say, well, you're not going to pay me? Let's see how you look with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Let's just see, right?
Right.
With Colton McKivitz at tackle. Like, bruh, you can't move. They keep saying that Trent Williams is back. He's back. He's back. No one's actually seen him. Not seen him one time, Grant.
Not one time.
Not one time.
He was at Brandon Ayuk's wedding in the offseason. He was there. But as far as him being in the Niners facility, there's people talk about it. There's been rumors. I haven't seen it. So,
are you sure? Well, maybe we should check in with Diane on that one. You think she got it?